Hello, gentlemen.
What's going on?
Hi.
Alrighty.
Fucking Christ. This is it, Dennis. This is the 50th episode.
The 50th episode.
This is it.
That's exciting.
It is. I do have to say, if it wasn't for you, we probably wouldn't have started doing this.
Why?
Because you were the one that pushed us the hardest to do it. And I guarantee you've only listened to like 2 episodes.
Maybe like 7 or 8. No, I listened to them, but like probably not all the way through from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Jake doesn't listen at all.
Yeah, it's pretty true.
Like the honesty.
Yeah.
He'll come and be on it. Fuck listening to it.
I wouldn't want to dedicate my time to listen to our stupidity either.
I don't listen to it. I'm on it.
So how have you been, Dennis? I see you're going for like that real 80s like Patrick Swayze hairstyle.
Yeah, I'm going to just let it go.
Yeah, you're just gonna-
Like every other day, I contemplate too. I'm like, oh, I need a haircut. But then I'm like,
That's the longest I've seen your hair in a long time.
I'm pretty sure it's the longest it's ever been.
I was gonna say I don't feel like I've ever seen your hair that long.
Oh, back in the day when you used to straighten it?
Yikes.
Yeah, right.
I feel that though.
Oof.
I think it was longer then.
I don't know. It's
It's got a nice wave. It's a real nice
I think
wave.
I'm going to start curling it.
Yeah.
You're going to get a perm?
Only on the ends.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like it kind of does that on its own already.
A little bit.
Take a bowl on your head and only curl what sticks out of the bowl.
You've definitely had to get a haircut before, though, because the top of your head is like 4 times as long as the back of your head.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been cutting my own hair.
So you have been getting haircuts.
Yeah.
You just said you were going to let it go.
Yeah, well, now I think I'm going to let it go. But
You didn't.
Just like he didn't know Jason.
I actually sent
The guy he was in a band with.
Jake a Snapchat maybe like 2 months ago of my haircut.
I don't know if I remember that.
Ah, never mind then.
This motherfucker been sending Snapchats to the wrong Snapchat account of mine for like the last 3 months. And I've been telling him it. And he just doesn't respond to those texts either. And then got shitty with me about how I never respond to him. Fucking piece of shit.
I just kind of figured you would switch accounts and be like, oh,
Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh.
How shitty of me to assume you would send them to the right one. But you also made a new Snapchat, so I was also sending them to the wrong one.
I think
I think
you probably
I-
have a ton from me too.
Yeah. I didn't know you got a new one, so.
no,
Neither did I.
I kind of just switched back and forth between the two.
Why?
I don't know.
You are the weirdest human being I know.
I think I have like different people on each one, so
Why don't you just add them all on the same one?
because that's like too much work.
I really feel like it's not.
I don't use Snapchat that much, so it's like not a big deal for me.
So when you use it, you want to use 2 accounts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause that's
to be less
easier.
difficult.
I think so.
Okay. At least we're on the same page here. All right.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Snapchat hasn't come up with like a feature like Instagram where you can quickly switch between 2 accounts.
They have.
Snapchat has?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of like, the paid Snapchats that people switch between. I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nick would know. He subscribes to a bunch of them.
Always.
You get booty hole pictures.
Yeah.
Swear to God, dude. You never heard about that?
Oh, we're going here again, huh?
This girl had a butt plug in and was sending him pictures with like smiley faces covering her vagina. Nick's a pimp, dude. Nick is a pimp.
We're going here again, huh?
He's a whole lot of love, man. Tons of fun. And heart.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know. I'm trying to provoke a conversation and nobody is helping me here. I
I just have one Snapchat. So.
Okay, that's good. We're back to this again.
I did miss you a lot though, Dennis. I was very glad to hang out with you
I
today.
actually just called him on, it was like last week. Like, dude, I haven't heard from him in months. Let's call this motherfucker. Make sure he's still alive. Still alive. That's good.
Yeah, I'm still here. Just hanging out.
Where? Because it sure as shit ain't here.
Just home. No, the last few months have been most of my time split between work and writing all the songs that I sent you guys. So
I think that's what we should just discuss is what it was like to be in a band with each other back in the day.
terrible.
Okay, well,
that was
fuck me.
That was
All right.
short-lived. What a great conversation.
Maybe we shouldn't talk.
On to the next one.
There was no hesitation either.
No, he knew. He had that answer ready.
He's been waiting to say that for years.
Oh, absolutely. Like, this motherfucker came on here with a plan just to shit on me. Just make me feel like dog shit.
No, it's funny because I actually think about this quite often, and it has nothing to do with you guys. I just kind of feel like over the past like 10 years or so, I personally have kind of like matured a lot. But like back when we were doing like all the shows and writing music and stuff like that, like, I mean, we could all be honest, like I was kind of a jag-off a lot of the time and just never like had my shit together and just kind of was always very frustrated with everything, and like especially the people that were like writing music with me, especially like when we would go to shows and you'd be off doing something and like Jake and I would be like loading up the van or something like that. And dude, I don't know, I just like now, like I wish like I had like the mentality I do like right now, like 7 or 8 years ago, you know what I mean?
I agree with that 110%. Because I say it all the time too. I'm so much more mature than I was a year ago. And a lot of it is because of this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to Jake about this. It was like probably 2 years ago. But we were talking about being in a band. And I was like, I wish I would have appreciated those moments more when we were doing them.
For sure.
Instead of constantly being frustrated about something, the next problem. I was never focused on the moment, but we were dealt very shitty hands with like 90% of the shows we played, and there was just so much against us. But
Dude, I remember a lot of that shit.
I agree. That's when you met Paul, but don't remember meeting Paul.
Dude, I'm telling you, Paul, I don't know if I've ever met you.
If I have to.
He was dated that girl Ashley. You remember Dominic? Man, y'all don't remember shit.
I know Dom.
Like Justin Lee's friend?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he hung out with all of them. And Dom was really good friends with Ashley, which was his girlfriend.
No, that was Lauren.
Lauren. That's right. Lauren. I don't fucking
Maybe-
remember her name.
Big Scary Paul? Is that what you used to
Yes,
call him?
that's Big Scary Paul.
Okay.
See, he even remembers.
Dude,
You suck.
I mean, just because I know your name doesn't mean I remember who the hell you were.
True.
Yeah, you really don't remember, huh?
no, I feel really bad too.
You should.
Because it's like awkward. Like, you ever like introduce yourself to somebody and you're like, oh, I met you last week. And you're like, oh,
That's okay. You let Rachel come in, sit down next to him, and didn't even introduce him.
I'm sorry.
She sat next to a complete stranger for 20
You ever hear
minutes.
Stranger Danger?
But I mean, like, I've like watched and listened to your guys' podcast, so like I feel like I know Paul on a personal level.
He's
right
a
now.
monkey.
And like I felt comfortable letting Rachel sit next to him.
Good save.
You also just said at the beginning of the podcast that you've only listened to maybe 7 episodes. That's not all the way through. So I don't know what personal level you're talking about.
That's
Under the bus you go, bud.
I almost swallowed my tooth on that one. But yeah, no, I think how we started together is just so baffling to me, because like me and Jake started playing guitar because of like Guitar Hero and Rock Band. I will never forget when you brought home that Jackson for the first time.
Well, I had the Squire before that, but I never played it. Like the blue one,
Yeah.
but I never played it.
Yeah, and then you got the Jackson, and then it was nothing but pinch harmonics and dive bombs for like 3 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
The
Mine came with a whammy bar. Oh, dude, I about ripped the fucking thing right
Yes,
off.
sir.
The first week I had it.
I had to tune that bitch every note I played. Every note. And that's what your next chord sounds like. It's like, all right.
And then the way,
Oh, man.
So we recruited Jake later on, but the way you got me, I think is the greatest story. 'Cause it's the only time I've ever lied in my life, and something good came of it. But you guys came in and you were like, "Oh, you know how to drum, right?" Because I worked at McDonald's, and I was like, "Yeah, I can drum." Never in my life have I sat behind a drum set. I played rock band. Yeah, I played a lot of
Decent at rock band drums.
And within a month, there was a show that we had to play, and I learned how to play drums very poorly, might I add, in a month.
What was that, like Exaltation?
Yeah. So I lied.
Oh yeah, that was at the community center.
Yeah.
with like
Bands for Cams.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah. That's the first show I ever played. A month after I started learning how to play drums. That's why I always thought it was funny when people would come up to me like, "Bro, you're a really good drummer." Like, dude, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Zero, none.
no, but you really did like put a lot of effort into it too. Like, I mean, I remember you would buy like all the shit. I mean, you had like the big like Travis Barker kit with like the drum rack and all the cymbals and everything, and like you would be over at like my mom's house in her barn playing every day. And
I did. I still really, I miss playing drums. I like doing vocals now, but drums was so much fun.
Whatever happened to that kit?
With the Travis Barker one, I sold it a while ago. I have my white kit still.
it's downstairs, ain't it?
Oh, I don't even remember the other kit then. I only know the white one.
Yeah, the white one is what I used for strength and numbers and everything.
I don't know if you were playing with us yet. when you had it.
There's no way I
That
was,
kit-
because I only remember the white.
That kit was badass though. It was all sparkly and chrome and
Maybe I do remember that. Okay, it was like glittery.
yep.
Okay, maybe I do.
Yeah, it was super pretty.
because
Yeah.
there were a lot of shows that it was just you, Alex, and I playing,
Yeah.
which was a blast too.
And that's the thing, like looking back at those
And then you had
moments.
Zach too.
We had Zach.
I think that's when I jammed with you guys the first time out in
And
this
then,
barn.
and then that one show you had Masty.
Yeah, we did have Manasty. We did. I think our best, though, was strength and numbers. Like, we were solid. We put a lot of time and effort into that, and we got fucked a lot by everybody in the scene. Well, it was fun, though. I had so much fun being in a band with you guys. It was such a good time. Every show was so much fun.
Dude, that was
I don't
so
know about
long
I don't know
ago.
about that.
I remember trying to borrow my mom's van to get your drum set to the show on a show for like a Tuesday night.
Oh, man. Yeah, we were taking everything, and then we would get shoved in these shitty slots. And
I remember
sometimes
that one time you were supposed to have a slot at like 9 o'clock, and you didn't play till like 3 in the morning. And by the time that y'all played, there was like 4 fucking people in the whole venue.
One of the best
because
shows I've
everyone
ever
you told
played.
to be there to support you was there at 9 o'clock. Like, they're not going to stay till 3 in the fucking morning. Some of this shit, man. That
It was
sucked.
wild. It was wild. What started you on your fucking musical journey? Were you born with a fucking piano in your hand?
Like in general?
Yeah. Because you're one of those people that can legit, I've seen you do it before, pick up an instrument and learn how to play it. Not like perfect, but you can pick up an instrument and learn how to play it in 5
You played that
minutes.
stupid with the fucking boing, boing, the fucking thing in your that stupid shit in your mouth.
I can't find it either. I've been looking for
What
it.
was that thing called?
A jaw harp.
A
That's
jaw
it.
harp. He had one of the fucking harmonic ball things at his apartment last time. He's
That
got
was so
a
cool.
large scale xylophone now. You
Dude, he had the piano you blow into.
knows how to play them all too. He can play Pirates of the Caribbean on everything we just
Oh,
said.
dude, yes. That and Oxycontin. You can play it on anything.
Where did that? What made you so inclined to do music?
Well, my pops, first of all. I mean, he's played, so you guys all know. He kind of put a guitar in my hands pretty early. And
Well-
then band, like high school, trombone stuff. And after so long, I kind of feel like, I'm sure you can relate to, Jake, because you actually play guitar, that you kind of, your ear develops a little bit. And you kind of, after practicing for so long, you recognize like certain differences in notes as far as like when you play one to the next. You kind of can recognize like how that sounds, if that makes
And
sense.
just transfer
Like
it.
when something sounds like ass.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's all sorts of like music terminology behind everything, but I mean, just generally speaking, like once you develop your ear to that point, I feel like you can kind of sit down with any other instrument and transfer that same kind of knowledge, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it never worked for drums.
Yeah, well,
because they're not notes. It's just percussion.
yeah, I mean, that might be a little different because
Yeah.
that's like a non-pitched instrument. But
That's crazy.
as far as like from like guitar to piano to trombone to whatever, yeah, it's all pretty much the same.
I feel like piano is the easiest thing to like learn music on because it's all like right there. Whereas guitar, you have the same note in like 5 different spots, so it can kind of be a pain in the ass.
That's what always confused the fuck out of me, especially like because you do a lot of stuff off tabs,
Yeah,
and that makes
That's how I learned was tabs.
it makes more sense to me, but it's still very confusing.
tabs are easy. It
It's
literally
so
just tells
bad.
you what
What
note to
fret
play.
and string
Yeah,
to
it
play.
It just tells you.
That's so wild to me.
Yeah, no, I played guitar for quite a while, and I still don't know how to read music. No fucking clue.
I was in a band for like 5 years, and I couldn't tell you what a quarter note is.
Not a clue.
That's why I like Guitar Pro. I don't know if it still does it, but it would have if you would program it, you put, if it's in drop B, you put drop B, and then it'll have the score above it, so you can see the actual like sheet music of it.
The craziest thing I've ever heard someone say about your musical ability was Nick, when he was like, "This motherfucker comes into the studio and has trombone solos and fucking flute solos, but like Dennis makes it work. I don't know how he does it, but it sounds really good." And like you've done it in a couple of our songs where you have these just oddball fucking instruments, and it just flows so perfectly. Like you can
The
write.
trombone was the only real oddball one. We never really had anything else.
Some of the new songs that he wrote though definitely has some like really Dennis parts in it though.
Well, I mean that's like symphony shit. So
Yeah. How the fuck? That's a good point. How can you write an orchestra ensemble in 15 minutes?
I don't.
The fuck you don't. I've seen you do it before.
I mean, I'll put together like ideas. Like I mean, the album that I sent that you and Jake.
See, ideas to you are like finished product to me and Phil. Like that way, I would call it a day, write it, sign it, motherfucker, let's go.
Like with this most recent album, what I kind of focused on more than anything was instead of writing just like generic songs so much for each song, I would kind of like come up with a 15 to 20 second like melody, if that makes sense, or not even a melody in some cases. It might just be like a rhythm or like a sound, and that would be like the motive, and that would kind of carry throughout the song. And the bigger portion of the writing process was like figuring out how to make that like 30-second little thing kind of an actual song. Does that make sense?
like carrying a theme
Sort of,
throughout
yeah.
the song. Yeah.
It worked. You did very well. What made you want to fucking finally decide to record an album? Because you moved out of my house 3 years ago, and you lived here for 2. And the agreement was you write an album if you live here.
I mean, that was a part of it. Figured I'd hold up my end on the bargain there. No, well, you, Jake, and I sat down like 3-4 months ago.
Goddamn
Was it?
years later. Motherfucker. That's
know
the
it was
most
cold
Dennis
out.
time I've ever seen in my life. People don't understand when I say things like, that's Dennis time. They're like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, it means he says he's going to show up at noon and doesn't show up till 9 at night. And like, it's expected. That's what you did with this album.
No, that one time I told him, "Oh yeah, I'll be home in 15 minutes," knowing damn well we were 45 minutes away, knowing he was running on Dennis time, and they showed up in 15 fucking minutes.
I do remember
Oh
that.
shit! I feel like an asshole.
I think that goes to show that Rachel is an amazing human being and has fixed his problems.
That's why I felt like such an asshole. Like, damn, I know goddamn well that was not Dennis. Like, I feel so bad for Rachel.
But sorry, what were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You asked why.
Yeah.
The three of us sat down like back in like January or February.
Oh yeah.
Oh, when we
Wilson
came up
was
with,
over.
yeah, we came up with like that one riff. I still want to find something to use that because that shit that he came up with was so sick.
I don't even remember. I remember how to play like that cool part, but I don't remember the chords. I mean, I could probably listen to it, and it wasn't that hard. But
That's as much as I loved doing stuff with everybody in the band, there was something about when the three of us got together to sit down. That fucking video of us, I swear to God, I watch it weekly.
if it pops up, I watched all
Every
everything,
time.
dude. Like
Every
the
time.
the whole 5 minutes.
Yes.
There was just like something that like the writing the music is so much fun, but it's the whole environment that we do in it that is just hilarious. Like, you couldn't script something like Jake's guitar messing up and me just rambling on saying random facts and you not knowing what the fuck you're doing with the program and just double timing everything. Like, dude, it was great. And then oh my god, dude, fucking great. Like, the happiest moments of my life are stupid shit like that.
Dude, like when we're sitting there and he forgot to stop it and like the end of Traveler starts, the riff starts playing and we're just like, what the fuck is that?
So much fun. And then we going to hang out with Nick and bullshit with him. So much fun.
I feel like it wasn't a good time for him though.
Why? 90% of the instruments are digital.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's the other 10% that are the problem
He
though.
probably sat there for the first like couple minutes, like, oh, this is gonna be the easiest money I've ever made. Like, all I gotta do is drop these like programmed instruments in here, and then like he does that, and we actually have to start recording something. He's like, oh fuck. Like,
We can only do 2-hour sessions at a time because that's all I can handle, you fucking idiots.
these motherfuckers are writing the songs while they're supposed to be recording it right.
Oh, dude, Alex was so bad at that. We'd be like, all right, Alex, you have a whole day. You're going to record vocals and you're going to go. And we'd get in there and he'd have like a sheet of paper with one line on it. And I'd be like, what the fuck is that? And he'd be like, well, I haven't wrote the song yet. Motherfucker, we've been performing this song for like 6 months, dude. Like, what have you been doing? And he was like, I just have the rhythm down.
I remember Alex. He I mean, for the most part, like he would have things written. I thought it was just the one song,
I was
What
like,
was it, Brutalize Me?
yeah,
Death of a Bride,
which was
Brutalize Me.
the worst song ever.
I still don't know
That was
why.
probably one of my favorites.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you're
Dude, I
fucking
love that
stupid.
one.
Yeah, those songs were trash.
I'm talking like the original, with the original fucking piano tone. I hated that piano tone you guys chose when you recorded it.
Well, that was a more so
hated
like,
it.
hey, let's just throw this
Wasn't
up
it
on there.
slower too?
Dude, yeah,
it was
I
something was
hated
weird
everything
about it.
Like
Well,
the
when-
original was the best one.
When the first time we ever recorded, we recorded everything like super fucking slow. And
Oh, dude, your decimation, it was like 60 BPM.
yeah, and it was supposed to be dun 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 dun
Yeah, and it was like
oh
a
my
quarter
God.
of that.
Felt like Nazi marching music.
That was a little extreme, but
Yeah. We
Too far?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it was too far. Speaking of which, did you hear what was going on in China?
No.
Dude, I supposedly were there like having a Holocaust over in China.
I
right
did
now.
hear that.
And they're,
I
like,
did hear that,
killing
yeah.
people and shoving them in train cars right now over in China.
Oh yeah, the genocide and shit. There's like 3 genocides going on I talk about this all the time.
Shows how much I pay attention.
When we get in those deep conversations, I'm always like, dude, it's 2021. Why are we doing mass genocides? And then nobody ever responds to me. Like, all right, I guess I'm the only one that cares that a species of human is just getting wiped off the face of the earth.
I mean they're overpopulated. So
Jesus Christ. To be fair, we had this discussion about coronavirus, me and you. And I was like, Thanos wasn't all that wrong.
no.
Half the population gone? I mean, it would suck if anyone in this room disappeared, but like if you did, it was for the greater good.
Just know
saying.
I thank you.
Yeah, it was a sacrifice we really appreciate.
Would only half of you disappear?
Probably.
Well, then there's still a whole left. Half of him is one of me.
That was my point. I was joking.
So then technically, if you got rid of, you know what we could just get rid of?
Wow.
Homeless people.
I thought you cared so much about the planet.
Wow.
Humanity's downfall.
Look, if an
Got
entire
a dime real quick, didn't you?
if an entire race of people is getting wiped out, first of all, being homeless isn't a race, all right? It's a decision.
No, you're right. They were people
I don't know about that.
I'm joking. I'm
thrust
joking.
into poverty.
I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm joking. Homeless people are nice. when they're not like deranged psychopaths.
Well, you know that over half of them have diagnosed mental illness.
I know. That's such a hard.
Not so different from most of the people in this room.
Except ours isn't diagnosed.
Oh man.
My man's got my back. No, that shit's crazy too. That whole thing that's going on with like California is wild. Like it's
What's going on in California?
like a homeless state
Oh.
because they're like allowing them to. See, that's a shitty
I
thing.
feel
to
like
begin
we
with.
didn't see that many when we were out there. Like that's all people talked about is how many homeless were in like LA, and I don't feel like we saw that many.
When we on the underpasses and stuff, we had to like walk on the other side of the street because all the tents. You don't remember that?
You don't remember going to like the jewelers district or whatever it was
Yeah.
called? And like just seeing like the street lined with tents.
After we went to Starbucks, it took us 45 minutes to go 3 miles away because of their fucked up road system. And I was choking to death on a fucking pill. You don't remember that?
I remember you like dying, but
Yeah, I stole one of Dennis's allergy pills because I thought I just had really bad allergies, and he got really mad at me and put a spell on me to choke to death on the pill.
It worked.
Yeah, no, the homeless stuff is bad out there.
You weren't feeling good that whole trip though.
No.
Like as soon as we got
he
off
felt
the plane.
yeah, he felt great until we got off the plane. Even in I feel like where'd we go first? Manhattan Beach.
Yeah, because
You were fine there.
Yeah. And then I got super tired and woke up and I could barely even talk. Yeah, that was wild. That's where my whole sinus problem started. I almost died from that trip to California. I neglected a sinus infection for 7.5 months. And turns out if you do that, fluid builds up in your brain and you like start hallucinating, passing out.
The more you know.
Yeah. So, you know, if you ever got like an earache and you can't, you're a little stuffy, go to the doctor. Speaking of which, how the fuck... What? Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
How's your nose doing?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, my allergies are fucked.
Yeah?
Right now, especially too, because the seasons are changing.
Because you got those stints put in, do they not help that much? Or
They didn't really. They helped for like the first week, and then afterward.
can they just like cut your nose off
That's
and
what
build you a new one?
I wanted to know if they could just cut my sinuses out altogether. Like, do I need those?
Wouldn't they have to like cut your face off? Isn't it in like all up in here?
I don't. Well,
Could
okay,
they
maybe
cauterize it?
maybe maybe not like the sinuses, but I know like when you get like a stuffy nose, like you have like those things up here that like kind of like poof up.
I mean, I know what you're
I've never
talking
looked
about.
that hard
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
And it just like cut those off.
Yeah, Mr. fucking white privilege, perfect life over here. Never heard of any medical problems, so.
Huh?
Like all my grandparents died of cancer, but yeah. I mean, sure.
Where the fuck did all of that come from?
He said he never looked into it that much. And I said he's never had a problem like that in his life.
So what does him being white have to do with him not having problems?
Look, I really just wanted to say it to him. That's it.
Everyone in this room is literally white. Why is it me?
Because you came out the best.
Jesus Christ.
You did break your collarbone, though.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got time off.
Can't beat that.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Like a month and a half, yeah.
Your motorcycle fell on you.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I was so happy for you to get a bike, too. I was like, oh, Jake is, going out of his comfort zone getting a bike. And you were like, oh, this is so much fun.
It's fucking awkward.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
It is a little awkward.
It's weird.
It's so much fun, though.
I would buy a Harley.
Well, I've never rode dirt bikes, though, either. So,
Yeah. I don't know. Something about going fast.
oh, I can go fast, though. Don't.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, well, I can't, Got that Nissan out back.
I know a guy selling a bike if you want one.
Yeah. I don't know if it's big enough to haul my fat ass around.
Lose another 50 pounds there.
I should get another 1,000. Now that I've lost all the weight,
Yeah.
I can go even faster.
Yeah.
Boosa, bro. Turbo Boosa.
Maybe I will.
What are your plans? How far away are you from buying your Tesla?
Too far. Yeah. I want that Cybertruck though. I know
Oh my
it's
God.
ugly, but like I'd rock it.
That is a truck I could see you driving.
Fuck yeah, I would.
You'd buy it just on principle because it was ugly as balls. Anything that I've ever liked in my life, where you're like, no, that's fucking retarded. That's stupid. That's ugly.
Then he buys like a burnt orange semi-hollow body. Oh yeah, that's cool looking.
I like these pickups out of this Ibanez starter guitar.
He got nothing to say.
This motherfucker bought a guitar with a Floyd Rose, knowing he didn't like a Floyd Rose, and
Fucking bolted it to the to the body, so it can't. What it can.
it can
You
go
can.
up.
Yeah, it can go up. You can't pull back.
Yeah, I took it out though. I figured out how to work a Floyd Rose.
Oh, nice.
The most musically talented person I know.
It's literally.
figure
It's
out
fucking
what-
2 screws. You just screw it in.
I do still hate those things. They suck.
Not if you. Well, they suck if you're changing tuning all the time. Not if you're not.
They
Buy
still
more
suck.
guitar.
No,
Do
they
you-
don't.
Do you remember when I told Jake if he wanted to change tuning, just buy another guitar, and he was like, no, I'll just change it on my guitar. Do you remember when he used to say that? Mm-mm. No? God damn it. Because I used to say that. And now he owns like 7 guitars.
I have 3, but all right.
3 is closer to 7 than it is to 0.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Just like my capital 3 earlier.
You're what?
I was like, yeah, capital 3. He was like, wait, what? Capital 3?
Technically, though, it is closer to 7 because 0 is non-existent and 3 is having some. So you either don't have any or you have some, and you have 3, so you have some, so it's closer to 7. Anywhere
From 3, how much does it take to get to 0? So 3 minus what equals 0? It's 3, right? It's 3,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
I believe so.
Okay, so take 7 and go to 3. What's that? That's fucking 4.
I'd have to check my math, but I believe you are correct.
Thank you.
Is it a capital 4?
It might be.
Are you excited to record again?
Honestly, no. That's the part I'm dreading the most.
You did all this work to be like, here you go. Figure it out. Because I'm not fucking doing it.
So how'd you like being in a band with us? Terrible.
To be fair, though, he's always
You're
said he
excited to
doesn't like
record? No.
recording.
I know.
You have always said you don't like recording.
I've always said this about you too also. Like, he's one of the funnest guitarists to watch live, but like in the studio, you are 1,000 times better than him.
That might be cap, but
Oh, I'm a terrible like I don't like to talk big about myself. I will say I'm a decently good musician, but as far as like actually playing the instruments, like no, I'm fucking terrible.
that's cap.
Well, that's a little confusing.
Like I'm so much better at writing than I am actually playing.
So you're a composer, not a musician.
You're a poser. Not a composer.
Like CUM?
Composer.
When you put emphasis on it, it's a lot funnier. I need to get that air conditioner back in here. It's hot as fuck in this room.
That is starting to get a little
Sweating my
toasty.
dick off. My tiny little dick. I don't know. Was that comment necessary yesterday? That hurt my feelings.
Did it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Said I had a little weenie.
It was weenie too.
You hit him with the weenie.
Fucking rude. I was hurt. I didn't respond.
He was just asking like, he just said bring headphones, and somehow that translated to why? Because you got a small weenie. Like, where does that even come from?
I had a feeling that's how this whole podcast was going to go because that's how our entire relationship goes. There is no point, like the whole white privilege thing. Like, it makes sense in my mind, and that's just, I don't know. It made sense in his mind. Let's just throw it out there and see what we get. Like, we're fishing here. Might get a largemouth, might get a minnow.
Oh, boy.
I'm excited to go see Nick again, though. That'll be fun.
Yeah, we have a long road ahead of us before we even start that process.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, though.
I think it's funny because last time we did pre-production, we're like, yeah, dude, like, this stuff sounds kind of good. And then we went there and, like, you know, we imported everything for him to hear it. And he's like, wow, well, this sounds like shit. And it's like, oh, okay. He did say that.
Like, Dennis, do you have better files? And Dennis is like, yeah, let me just send them to you. And he's looking like, I don't have them.
Yeah, he had a problem with all the drum samples. I remember that. He was like, fuck this hi-hat. Fuck this crash cymbal.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck your toms.
Oh, man.
Because I think I sent him the audio files first. Like, I exported everything as an audio file. And he was like, no. He was like, I need, like, all the MIDI stuff so I can, like, put in my own samples because this sounds like garbage.
Because he couldn't, once he imported it, he couldn't edit it as far as, like, tempo and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, stuff like that. Mm.
We were so proud of those tracks.
Yeah, I know.
And he shit on
Just
us.
shit on him.
Isn't that the worst?
Thanks, pimp.
Even the guitars, like, it was just... It was just pre-production. I'm like, dude, like, these don't sound half bad. And he's like, wow, they sound like fucking... Like, as soon as it started playing, he's like, wow, those guitars. It's like, okay, dude.
I was thinking of Cat Half leaving on like, never mind.
Yeah, like, we spent time on that tone, dude. And he was like, did you? Because it doesn't sound like it. Oh, he's a good dude, though.
Oh, he's awesome. I mean, he's a phenomenal producer. I mean, he could make us sound good, so...
He did make us sound good.
He could make anybody sound good then.
That is very true.
Think you can make Paul sound good?
I feel like Paul sounds pretty good already.
How do you know? You don't even know who he is.
But I've talked to him
Oh.
today.
When?
I've listened to him.
Are you going to remember?
I might.
Okay.
You're not going to remember.
You're going to introduce yourself next time you come here again.
And not introduce Rachel.
I look forward to it.
Do you see how, like, dramatic he is? Like, how melodramatic he
You can
is?
play music in the background if you want.
Please, no. This man listens to the worst music, I swear to God. And then had the audacity to make fun of me for listening to one country song.
I tried listening to Toby
fuck-
Keith
What
a
the
couple
fuck
days
did you
ago.
Listen in a country.
Toby Keith is garbage. He's so bad.
Why?
I was just scrolling through Facebook and like his music video came up somewhere and it was like the whole thing was terrible. The song, the video. It was something about how I think the song was called like it used to, maybe.
I don't listen to Toby
And
Keith.
the whole thing was like it opened up and he was in a bar and some girl walks up to him and he's like drinking and they start talking and then she's like, I have a friend, and like camera pans over and there's a second girl and he like leans back over and he's like, I'm sorry, hun, like it don't work like it used to. I'm like, is this whole song about how his penis doesn't work anymore?
How he has erectile dysfunction. What song is that, Jake?
I don't fucking know.
I just assumed.
Why? Because he's white?
Yeah.
Oh. That white privilege thing again.
He supports the thin blue line. Bro, I'm killing it today. I'm sorry. I'm making myself
Doing
laugh.
something.
The best part is there's only one person on this podcast that's high, and he's probably acting the most, rational. I'm proud of you, bud.
I'm just living life, man.
I just feel so stupid when I'm in a room with them too. Is this how you feel all the time? Is this how I make you feel? Like when I like call you stupid? Because it's not a fun
I do
feeling.
it on purpose.
I mean, yeah.
And you think I'm serious, and then you call me stupid, and I just let it go.
They make me feel insignificant.
On the topic of bad music, though, just like for a sec, can we talk about how terribly disappointing that Prada single was?
Oh, it was garbage.
I was so goddamn disappointed.
It was
dude.
so bad.
A lot.
I
Of,
wanted it so bad.
Hot garbage.
a lot of music now has been like really letting me down. I'm not gonna lie. But again, I've always said too about his voice. He had a very unique scream to begin with.
I was never a huge fan of it, but like that new single sounded fucking terrible.
There's only few vocalists that have been able to keep up and sound as good as they have. Phil Bozeman's one of them.
Yeah.
That's about really all I can think of off the top of my head.
No clue who that is.
Whitechapel.
Franz still sounds good. I'm not a big fan of anything Attila has wrote recently, but he's still really good.
I beg to differ.
I'm deep in thought. What, motherfucker?
I am trying to think of bands where I like the vocalist still
Yeah.
that aren't like new.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, the Ghost Inside.
I like
he still
Tim
sounds really good.
from As I Lay Dying. I
Yeah.
mean, his vocals sounded different on their newer album, but I still liked it.
Yeah. I don't even think Dennis listens to like Russian trap music, so
It's better than the baby metal.
what is wrong with baby metal?
Stuff's trash.
No, it's not.
What's baby metal?
It's like these Chinese women that do metal music. You've never heard of baby metal?
No.
They're sick. They're
It
so
sounds
good.
stupid.
It's so good.
You'd like it. It's like the country rap and the pirate metal. And similar.
I am still big on Glory Hammer.
I do.
That was the name.
I was trying to think of it too.
I was.
When we went to go see Glory Hammer, I have never seen a more dedicated fan base. Like that vocalist didn't have to sing at all. The
I was
crowd,
so upset I didn't get to go.
the crowd knew every single word. I felt out of place. Like I felt like the fucking weirdo. Like no, these middle-aged men dressed up as Vikings are the weird ones.
To be fair,
But-
if you're going to that show, like Glory Hammer isn't a name you can just say and people know. So if you're going to the show, you're probably a huge
diehard
fan
fan.
anyways. Yeah.
That dude's voice was really good though.
I thought that show was phenomenal.
It was. It was really good. The baby horns.
Yeah.
What was the one with the band that we saw with the Vikings that fought on stage?
Amon Amarth.
Dude, yes.
Fucking Amonamar.
Love them. That was the greatest thing I've ever
They
seen in my
chug
life.
out of the big like horn.
Yes.
They chug beer out of it. Yeah.
Dude, they come out on a boat. Like, dude, what? That's cool as fuck.
I have to say, we were just talking about this the other day. It's a Metallica concert. How much fucking fun that was.
We were just talking about that. How we
Oh
got
my
there
God.
at noon and the gates didn't even open till like 6.
Dude, there was that
And they didn't
bomb ass
start.
food truck next
Yes,
to
that
it though.
barbecue
God.
place.
Yes.
Yes.
That
And
was
then like
so
dude,
good.
we got there at noon. It didn't open till 6, and they didn't even start playing. The first band didn't start till like 8. or
No,
so.
we
Like,
had
dude, we
what
got
was
there
it, fucking
ridiculously
Mixmaster.
earlier.
Mixmaster Mike.
Yeah, mix, and then Local H played, or whatever. And then Metallica. And I
No,
remember...
Avenged played.
Avenged, yeah.
Oh my god, that's right. Avenged Sevenfold was
Mm-hmm.
there too.
Because I think the stage wasn't out yet,
No,
but
it
the
wasn't.
single was.
Yeah, because they
Was that
opened
that
with it.
long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stage wasn't out yet, but I think they opened with that as the. Because when I seen them, what would that have been? Maybe a year before at in Minneapolis, the stage wasn't even out yet because
Yeah.
they opened with Nightmare, which was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I remember going to see that tour, and the dude hung himself to open the show.
Yes, and it had like the gates. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was sick. And then at Metallica, we were putting all that shit on Jake's shoe.
Fucking pissed me off.
Dude, it's only when we get bored.
I had fucking ketchup on my shoe.
That was not my fault. That was not. All I did was kick empty water bottles at your feet.
I can do like the Brady Bunch thing where I can point at you. Down, motherfucker.
Down, stupid.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, those were fun times. We need to go see another concert too.
And then your car started in the the underground parking garage.
Oh my god, I still have that video. People were super pissed off. That shit was
I
so
could
loud.
not even imagine starting my car down there.
Oh, it would be
fucking
it would be deafening.
terrible.
You would blow people's eardrums. And if you did that, I would call you a douchebag.
What do you want me to do? Fucking push it home?
Yes. Push the boat home. Put it on Lake Michigan and row home.
Do you remember leaving?
Rock the boat, baby.
And Nick put his head on the window like he was sleeping.
Oh, and scares the shit out of the dude on the bike. You almost made him fall off the bike. You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, dude, you were so proud of that.
What did I do?
You
That was the
fucking
Metallica show?
yeah. You put your fucking head out the window and pretended you were sleeping, and then as the dude rode by, you fucking screamed, and the dude jumped off of his fucking bike.
I don't remember that.
Neither do I.
Hell yeah, I
don't
do.
remember that.
I remember.
I remember it. And because he pretended like he was sleeping, and then like the dude walked by and he was like, "Oh, we watch."
I don't remember that at all.
But it sounds exactly like something. you would
Oh,
do.
it's 100%
Absolutely.
something he'd do.
That's
I believe
fucking
you.
great.
I just don't remember. I've done it a lot in my life. There was a time that we scared the dude so bad he jumped into the ditch and then followed us to Waltz and then followed us around in Waltz. And then just yelled at us. Like, okay, why didn't you, like, throw a punch? You did all that work, motherfucker. Like,
Because he realized you were fucking 4 times his size. You're a bear.
I mean, I guess, but you did all still. Like, I don't know. You did all that at work. He was on a bike.
Yeah, so you want to do all that work and then get your ass beaten?
I mean, I guess.
I'd be more pissed off at that. Were you with? I think you were with. I know you were. I've talked about this before. But in Bloomington, we went to go see.
Yeah, because
Nancy
you almost
Alexander.
fucking killed us.
Oh yeah, you drove down the one way, the wrong
And
way.
there was a pace bus
There was- yeah, there
coming
was a
right
bus
at
coming.
us.
Something else happened there too.
We got pulled over on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I took Nick's mailbox.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when Jake was like, "This is why I don't hang out with you guys."
go with you guys.
Yeah, and then your excuse was, oh, we just left our buddy's house from coming home from a concert, and we were already 3 deep in the back of a Kia Spectra or whatever it was. And you just,
That cop was dumb as hell.
to be fair, though, that's when there were people stealing stuff out of barns. Like out by me, like 3 barns got hit, so.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Shut up.
That was still to this day the weirdest venue I've ever been in. And it's not even nothing else is even close.
We went back there. That's where we saw Space Laces and Subdocta. And I was like, this venue has bars in the middle of the crowd. Mm-hmm. That's the same venue.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
about
Dude,
that?
it's like it was barricaded into what? It would probably be like,
Three
five-
sections.
like
five.
was it 3 or 6?
Because there were like
Because
stairs
it was like 2, 2,
in the
2.
middle, and the stairs went down
Okay, yeah,
to each
yeah, yeah.
section. But there was a guardrail in the middle of the stairs too that like split both sides.
Yeah, it was
and, like,
fucking weird.
It was very
Yeah, it was
weird.
super weird. That's
and then
when
there was like a pit area in the center that really wasn't kind of. I mean, it was kind of. I don't know. It was
oh
weird.
my god. I was so fucking drunk that night. That was a good show. Props to getting us back
It's
home, bud.
foggy.
Fucker, it was a clear night. But no, that's also the night where Upon a Burning Body played. And they played intermission, and I screamed it so loud you could hear me over everything. Yeah. That was wild.
Who else was it? Motionless? Was it Motionless there?
Motionless in White, Upon a Burning Body. No, it wasn't. It was Crown the Empire.
No, they were there too.
Yeah.
They
Were they?
opened. Yeah.
And
'Cause
then
it was
Motionless
Crown-
and White played after them.
Yeah, Crown, Motionless, Upon, and then Ask
you're
Alexandria.
right, because we went outside and talked to that dude, and he was like, I've seen Motionless in White like 9 times. And I was like, I've seen him twice, and they were fucking horrible.
I thought it was Marilyn Manson when he came out. To be honest.
I mean, I could kind of see that.
How do you feel about it? Have you seen all that Marilyn Manson shit about how he sexually assaulted
Yeah, he's like a
people and shit?
rapist now, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard any of that.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, like a whole bunch of people came out and said that he like sexually assaulted people and he's like mentally abusive.
I mean,
That's
I could see that.
motherfucker.
I could
If
see that.
there's one person I full-heartedly believe, like, without, and that's kind of shitty to say, but like,
I could see that. Yeah.
it's fucking Marilyn Manson. Like, if you've read his book, you kind of knew that man was destined for not so happy times. So what do? Like, is it okay for him to come back ever? Like, can you come back from that? Or are
I
you
mean, Tim
canceled?
from As LA Dying came back from trying to kill his wife with a hitman. So
Yeah, that's a little different though.
is it?
I feel like I've always felt like, you know, like sexual abuse and stuff like that
Is
like
worse
the
than killing?
worst thing
That's
you could
true.
possibly do.
Those are the people that get like killed instantly when they
That
go
are
to prison.
children.
No,
Anything
no,
to do
that's
with
what it is. It's children. Yeah, it's anything with
abuse
children.
or
They get
whatever. It
just
don't matter.
destroyed in
Like,
prison.
Yeah, that's weird.
you know, like, oh yeah, we go watch this band and he tried to kill his wife. Like, dude, yeah, you know, I'll shotgun a beer to that. Like, versus, oh yeah, he sexually assaulted a woman. Like, yeah, I'll cheer a beer to that. Like, no, like, I don't know. I feel like more people would be inclined. Oh yeah, he tried to kill his wife. I can relate. You know, like, you know, like, I feel like it'd be a lot easier to come back from.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Did you hear that cocksucker? He actually did it. Like, he did it.
It's weird because then, like, when we talked to Primal Moon, he was like, well, you know, like, everybody can change. But I don't know, can you change from that kind of stuff? Like diddling little kids and stuff?
No.
I don't know. That one's always been super weird to me. Kid diddlers?
It's just the fact that you use that terminology.
I think it's so much better. Sex offender. No, kid diddlers.
You diddle a little kid's butthole.
Yeah. You diddle the booty hole.
That's how we're gonna leave it.
I don't know, you guys looked like you were having a moment.
I mean, it's like John Wayne Gacy. Like, if he like got out of prison, you're not coming back from that, bud. You're gone.
I think
Or
especially
like
though.
Bill Cosby. Like, you remember that show? Like, kids say the darndest things. Like, I don't know if he'll be the host of that show anymore.
Yeah, but he didn't diddle little kids. He just drug.
Would you trust your child with him?
Fuck no. I
Okay,
wouldn't.
Well, point proven.
There's a lot of people that are like, oh, he's so great, like actors and stuff. I would never trust my kid with anybody like that. Actors and like famous people are weird. Like they're weird. There's a whole different type of
You're
lifestyle.
weird.
Yeah, but like I'm not a famous person. Famous people.
I don't know.
guess.
I mean,
I guess I'm just
not
putting them on.
everyone though. Like Keanu Reeves, when he takes pictures with like women, he won't. He like
Yeah.
he'll like put his arm around them, but won't touch them.
I don't know. See that's that whole thing where like, dude, like money corrupts people, and they like start to diddle kids because they can get away with it because they have good lawyers.
I don't understand where. Like, hey, I got $1 million. I'm just gonna go rape a child. Like, where's the correlation in that one?
A million's not enough, bud.
Yeah, you need
gotta have $1 billion.
Yeah, you need Jeffrey Epstein money, and then you can have an island where you fuck all the children. No, my
And then Hillary Clinton can kill you.
Rachel is never coming over here.
No.
She was like, you make fun of homeless people.
Every conversation we have, I don't know.
Sexual predators,
Kid diddlers.
kid diddlers. No, my point is, and I've always when you know you can get away with something, like when you reach that type of like having that type of money to where you can have lawyers like, you know, find loopholes, you're more inclined to do shit like that.
I don't think there's really a loophole if you raped a kid.
Jeffrey Epstein got away with it for like 10
Well,
years.
he's dead. So
You can't get away with it forever.
there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just think, you know, that more primal urge comes out of people because they can get away with it. Because they, you know, I don't know. Like Justin Bieber does shit that we can't do because he can get away with it.
I don't know if that's a primal urge though.
What would it be considered?
I mean, do you ever feel like you want to like go touch a kid?
No. I'm not even saying.
I feel like that's what you're saying, though. That is what you're saying.
You know, and it's funny too because I was gonna say, are you justifying this?
No.
Because I get like that,
It doesn't- it
that, like
doesn't-
men like are like, you know, like they're like people sometimes make the case that like, you know, like younger looking women are more attractive. You know what I mean? And that could, I guess, be more of like a primal urge because it's like,
If you want to date a 60-year-old or you want to date a 25-year-old.
well, no,
Yeah, but 25 is still legal.
I know.
It's not like 14.
I mean, like when you're 25, you could, you know, like you're able to have children and stuff like that. Like 6-year-old kids, you know what I mean? I don't
Can't.
even think like biologically they're.
I'm not even saying.
So like, I don't know if that's like an urge that people should be having.
Take kid diddling out of the equation for a second, all right?
But that's the example that
I know,
we were
no, no.
talking about.
I know, I'm sorry. I did a bad job explaining what I meant. Kid diddling is not a primal urge. I'm talking about just getting away with, like... I mean, I guess you could consider kid diddling one of those, like, weird fucking urges,
Here we are.
though.
We're back at
But I'm
kid
talking, like...
diddling.
People, like, you have dark thoughts, and it's, like...
I've never had a thought about diddling a
No,
kid.
neither have I. But like motherfuckers have weird feelings of like I don't know. Dude, see now like y'all put me on the
You want your
spot.
shovel or like, motherfucker? You're already at 8 feet. I get it.
I can't even.
Keeps getting worse.
I can't even think
the
of an
more
example.
You try to
now.
explain.
There isn't an example.
I'm just saying when you get to that type of money, you think you can get away with shit.
Me and
so
you have had
do
this
shit.
conversation, and I know where you're trying to
Yeah,
go
you're
with
a
it, but
fucking
you're
asshole for
failing
shitting.
epically.
Yeah, help me.
I'm letting you burn.
Help me. I'm coming off real pedophilish to this fucking time. Help me.
I don't. Dude, you're too far gone. I don't know. I don't want to get roped in with butthole diddling.
I feel like you're trying to say like you think you can just drive at like 150 miles an
Like
hour.
if you
'cause
can,
the ticket
you can
doesn't
drive
matter.
and
Yes.
it don't matter. I get away out of it. You know, I can get away with it.
Because
like you're
you can
doing
get
it
away
more
with it.
often.
You
You
can-
could rob a bank and know that you could get away with it 110%. You would rob that fucking bank. 90% of the people in the world would rob that bank, knowing goddamn well you would guarantee to get away with it.
Thank you.
And like people have that mentality about everything that they do in their lives. Oh well, I can get away with it because I have all this money and like blah blah blah. And it's a mentality. And then they start diddling little kids. And oh, well, I can get away with it because I have all this money. Like, and that's how it happps. Like,
Next thing you know, you own an island.
like yes. And then you have a whole sex ring. Like it's fucked. It's fucked the whole cycle. But
Nick saved the day.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You kid diddler. I had to let you burn for a while. That was too good.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my job. Holy fuck, dude. I don't know if I'm sweating because it's hot in here
It's hot in here.
or I'm like really nervous now because I feel like anything I say is gonna come off wrong.
Is this window open?
No, it'll throw the sound off. Can you hand me another water though, please?
I guess.
Not a cold one. I want a room temperature one. A 90-degree water.
I'll take a cold one though.
Okay, sire. Anything else for you, sire?
You're a fucking prick.
Damn. Yeah. Half of those are frozen too.
Why does that thing get so cold?
It just froze. Did you see that? Nick, hit another one on the
Dude,
table.
it did
hit it on the table.
Yeah,
Hit it on the table.
This one's already frozen.
Oh, dude, that was cool.
No,
as fuck.
I saw what you were talking about though.
Did it do
There's
it?
one more.
Oh, yeah, see, it's kind of doing it. Oh, dude, that's dope as fuck.
Well, now you made it undrinkable.
I don't understand how that.
Stupid.
I don't understand what that was.
I've never.
It's where you get water on the right at the verge of freezing, but not being frozen, and you jolt it for whatever reason. It makes it freeze.
I remember
Why,
trying to
I
do
don't
that
know.
with your sister.
Yeah, we did it a couple times
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
We did the thing too where you boil water on a stove and then you walk
And then
out
you
into
chuck
the
it
winter.
out in the cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except we were doing it at my mom's house and she's got an overhang. So like right when you walk out the door, like there's like 2-3 feet of like
And
soffit.
so you threw boiling water on
And
yourself?
we walked outside and through the boiling water, it hit the thing and came back down on top of me, scalded me, and then froze to my skin.
So it worked. It worked just like it should have.
I will never forget. And Tessie refuses to admit this happened. But I remember, dude, I'm pretty sure that banana sticker is still on that fucking door. Y'all played this game called Rams. And she ran headfirst into that fucking door and died laughing about it. And she refuses to acknowledge that happened. She's like, I never did that. I never did that.
She probably don't remember. She hit her head on the door.
Oh, dude, those fucking... Oh. Those were so much fun.
You
fucking
used to
wrong.
take salami and bologna and lap it to the wall for your dog to eat it off the wall. The dog that had been hit by 15 cars. That thing was amazing.
Dude, that's Brandy, man.
I know. That thing was... Oh, the dog was great.
She just wanted to bite the tires.
And then you used to throw salami in the fan. Do you not remember that? Dude, you used to throw salami in a moving fan and watch it splatter to the wall. Dude, it was the funniest fucking thing ever.
Nah, dude, the puffer fish with the axe.
Yes. I was just talking about that the other day. Where we used to fill it up with Axe and then fucking put a lighter in front of its mouth and it would rocket across the room.
Yes.
And it was like dead and like all like spiked.
That thing hurt.
Hell yeah, dude.
And you used to like just ever so slightly swing it at someone and like stick into your skin. Oh, that thing sucked.
Holy fuck, have we matured so much throughout the year. The best part is, though, I would do that all again.
You remember
Tonight.
when we played Zelda?
Yes, I know. what you're talking
Behind schedule. Like,
No. That was Mario.
No,
the
it
green stars.
The green
right?
stars.
Oh no, I know. what
It
you're-
was Zelda.
Yeah, no, I think
I'm behind schedule because we were gonna beat it in 24 hours, and then your mom's boyfriend walked in, and yeah.
I still have that picture on my phone somewhere.
What, Nick? Did he touch your butthole?
Was he a booty
We're
hole
going back
diddler?
to that. Going back to that, I see, huh? So Paul's got an island.
Am I the only one that has an irrational fear when you like pee at a urinal that some guy's gonna come up behind you and try to like touch your butt?
Yeah.
No, I got
You
an
think that
irrational
too?
fear of snakes coming out of the toilet
Wait,
when I'm
hold
shitting.
on, Jake. You think that too, or I'm
No,
only I?
like, yeah, that's a you thing.
Oh, okay. Do you?
I don't think I've ever been concerned about it.
Guess what, motherfucker? You're going to be now.
Why?
I don't know, because I told you about it. So next time you're going to pee at a
Nah.
urinal, you're going to be like, huh, some big trucker might come in here and touch my butthole.
Yeah, no.
Really?
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Because I'd just kill you. Dick out and everything. I'd just turn around and I'd just kill you. Like, that'd be that.
It just feels like it's such a vulnerable thing, and it's just so weird. I feel like they should put the fucking urinals like in front of the doorway so you can see people walk
I feel
in.
like that you're not that vulnerable though. You're literally
Your
just
dick is in your
standing
hand.
there. Who cares?
That's vulnerable.
if my
I sleep butt ass naked. Like,
I don't. I mean, yeah.
I'm vulnerable all the time. I don't give a fuck. Here's my dick, motherfucker. You want to hold it while you're at
what's
it?
the
I don't
difference between
care.
that or if you're standing there holding a water bottle? You're still standing there holding something.
I don't know. I just feel weird because I guess whatever. See, they make me feel stupid.
Whoop someone's ass with my dick out. I don't care.
And then you're
Why are you
getting, and
staring
then you're
at me all
getting
weird,
teabagged.
Paul?
Then you're getting
Oh,
teabagged.
absolutely.
Nuts on the forehead and everything.
You ever seen the videos of the disrespectful people that like lick their hand and then backhand someone?
I don't think so.
No, oh man.
Dude,
I just-
smack
I
the
don't know.
fuck out of people.
Beat some dude's ass with your dick hanging out and then teabag him. Like, I don't know. Slap in the face.
I don't know. I feel vulnerable. That is all I have to say to that.
Other times you feel vulnerable? Like, is it just at urinals?
It's mostly just at urinals.
You're not like concerned about that same thing, like I don't
In
know.
a stall? Like, wow, a big trucker could kick in this door while my pants are at my ankles.
It's just public bathrooms.
And you're sitting there.
Yes, public bathrooms do give me quite a fright.
Is it like
Yeah.
specific bathrooms though? I mean, like, do you feel that same way if you're like in the bathroom at like a church, for example?
Any public bathroom makes
I
me
feel
think
like
of
church
that.
might be worse because, a little bit of kid diddling going on in the church system.
Feel right at home there, don't you?
Motherfucker, no. This is the dumbest podcast we've done in a long time. It's perfect. I would expect nothing less.
You should just make this episode 49 and a half. Do something better for 50.
No, this is at the greatest 50th. It's a perfect example of how far we've come and then how quickly we can just go back.
Slide right back down.
One episode is all it takes.
We were literally just talking too about how like our conversations have gotten like super serious and like intellectual, and I was like, we haven't had a podcast where I have just died laughing about the dumbest shit. Who knew Dennis was the fucking Dennis and Jake were the cure.
Thanks, Jake.
It's mostly Jake. It's always Jake.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What's this, my third one?
I think so. You never fucking signed the board though, like a real cuck.
That is very cuck-like. Some would almost say beta bitch.
I thought I did sign it, though.
I also thought you did too.
I do like what you guys did with this, though.
Yeah, that's nice.
Much more than the way it was last time.
Mm-hmm.
With like the couches.
Yeah, it's evolved. You never saw like the first episode we ever did that had a fucking table that was this high off the ground and
It wasn't a
we're
spool.
sitting on a couch. No, it was not.
Should have did this.
No, that's when I did my first one, was in there with you guys.
Yep.
Did you ever come into this room with the couches? We took, we got a couch
No.
for free, and then we took one out of the living room and put it in here.
No, because the only other time I was in here, we didn't have the cameras, but it was the one with Tan on it.
Yep. It's gotten so
I think
much
it was
better.
this. Yeah, because you broke the chair. You broke Paul's chair when we were in there.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Oops.
That was 6 months, 200 pounds ago. He's really shedding the weight. Can't tell. He's still fat, but
Still fat.
I've honestly never felt like you've looked like fat. You know what I mean?
Dennis, I was almost 400 pounds.
I think you were 400 pounds. The scale just didn't read it. Like it didn't go any higher. That's why I'm really proud of you. You have lost so much weight. But I kind of do have to agree with Dennis, and it might be because I've been best friends with you for 25 years, but you just kind of look normal, I guess.
Like, I mean, if you never told me that, like, honestly, like, I've never felt like I looked at you and been like, damn, that motherfucker's fat. Like,
What were you doing
You're
when
a
you
goddamn
when
liar.
you lost all the weight? What were you doing at that time? Like when you lost? Is that what
Oh,
you were
that
doing?
first time? Oh, yeah, I was doing concrete. That, and I just switched to like an all-organic diet. Like, it used to take me 2 hours at the grocery store because I'd sit there and read the ingredients list on everything I picked up. It was
you were like
stupid.
growing your own food too, weren't you?
That was the first year I did the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back when I wasn't lazy.
My, how times have changed.
How times have changed. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's...
No, actually, it was more than that, or less than that.
it was...
Just had
I
to
was
be
able
after
to
high
drink.
school, right?
I was able to drink because Thirsty Thursdays when I did concrete. So
21, 22.
So 8
So
years
about-
ago.
Yeah,
7 years
it's a while ago.
The most I ever lost, coincidentally, was when I was working at Aurelio's. So, like, you would think, food place you eat a lot. But, dude, working a summer at Aurelio's, I know it gets hot as fuck in that kitchen.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, sorry. I forgot this is a microphone right.
I can't stand Aurelio's pizza anymore.
I still fucking every day I crave it like crazy.
You're
I
out of your
can't-
mind.
Oh my
I
god,
love
I
that
love
shit.
Aurelio's.
I can't do it anymore because you used to bring it home almost every day, and that's
Oh.
literally all I ate for so long.
I used to beg you to bring me a fucking pizza.
I can't do it
Dennis,
anymore.
bring me a fucking pizza home.
You guys watched that Dave Portnoy
You seen
Yeah.
it?
He
do
was
the
at Homewood.
do the pizza reviews and all that?
Yeah.
Have you seen them? The guy,
Okay.
he's like, one bite,
Oh,
everyone knows
I
the
know who
rules.
the guy is.
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
for Aurelio's. Okay.
He did Aurelio's, and what he said was it's an acquired taste, and I can definitely agree with that. But he said it tastes like the top of a French onion soup. You know, like the cheese right before.
Nah.
And like after he said that, like I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, and now I agree with him.
I don't know if that makes any sense to me.
He
Dude,
also,
if you ever look at Aurelio's pizza, it's like that much cheese with that much crust. Like there's hardly dude, it's just nothing but cheese.
See, but it
That's
doesn't
what's
really
so
make,
special
it
about
doesn't- Yeah, but like, we don't put that much cheese on it.
Dude,
I was gonna say,
feel
if
like it's like
anybody
maybe
would
it's the
know
type
it,
of
it's
cheese.
them.
I have no clue. I don't know, man. Shit fire.
He also, when he was in Chicago, he did one in Chicago and he witnessed a carjacking.
Yeah, we were watching it. It
That
was
shit's
the fucking
hilarious.
the police officers just stood there like, oh well, somebody just got their car stolen. Like, no big deal. It's Chicago.
With the
Happened.
guy that was trying to give him the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Yeah, I don't know, I don't really like Aurelio's anymore.
Love it. I just had it last week.
Can't do it no
I'm
more.
gonna get it next week.
That one pizza place we went to in L.A. was bomb, though. Like, down that alley. I don't
was it,
even
like,
remember what it was called.
Jay's Basement or some shit like that?
Vito's.
I don't even...
Vito's.
Vito's, yeah.
That shit was fire. I want to go
And they
back
had the
to LA.
Coke in a glass bottle.
Look at that place up, Paul.
Are you guys, what, Vito's? It's good.
I feel
let's
like
see what the
I did
reviews
look it
are.
up when we were there, and I don't think they did one.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, you
think
did.
anybody did one.
Yeah, you did. He did one on there. That's why we went there. It was like 7 out of 10 or some shit.
That's a rookie score. He wouldn't have done that. You can't do a whole number. That's a rookie score.
Yeah, no.
Fucking stupid.
They even have one in Chicago.
I mean,
It's probably
I'm
not
sure
the same.
there's a lot
a
of
lot.
Vito's. Fucking Italian ass name.
It's like that Nick and Vito's that everybody raves about.
That's literally the one that popped up.
He gave that a good rating though, didn't he? Didn't he give it like an 8 something? Nick or Vito and Nick's.
Vito and
I think it
Nick's.
was. Yeah.
I really like Tony's Pizza, and nobody
See,
likes it.
I like Tony's. I think it's
love
good.
it. I love
it's
Tony's.
alright.
Is that it?
Tony's is for you. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that does look like it. Yeah.
That's it.
Let's order one right now.
You think they deliver?
I swear to God, if I don't get it in 30 minutes or less,
It's free.
and it's not fresh.
It would appear I'm going to Massachusetts by myself then, huh?
Oh, are you going to see the Ghost Inside again?
I am.
I wanted to go.
If no
I need to
desire
get on
go to
that, don't I?
Massachusetts.
I mean, I have no desire to go to Massachusetts either.
You're
But the
looking
Ghost
at
Inside is.
31-hour drive.
To Massachusetts?
No.
Let's go get some pizza. Wanna go?
Let's do it right now.
I'm confused.
We can still be back by tomorrow.
To get the pizza delivered. Vito's?
Oh, from LA.
Yeah. It's technically West Hollywood.
No, we were in LA that day.
I think that place is considered.
Remember? Because we had just went to the fucking art museum.
Dude, fuck. Yeah.
Holy fuck, I totally
And
forgot about
Dennis
that.
was in the exhibit.
Did you ever hear about this? Motherfuckers kicking the exhibit.
Modern art is his favorite.
Oh, there's holes in the ground. Oh.
I've never not understood contemporary art more than going there. Like, that shit was so fucking stupid,
Dude,
dude.
we walked in the one room and it was just cereal
Yeah,
boxes.
just fucking cereal
fucking
boxes.
everywhere.
What the fuck is this? And they had a whole warehouse full of this shit. Like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Like,
They had the cigar in the middle of the room, and I was like, "What is the point of this?" And the woman was like, "Oh, I just think they ran out of space and put this here."
Yeah, because
Oh.
Dennis, you asked the girl, you were like, so like, what the fuck is this?
And she
Just
was
as a general statement.
she was like, "To be completely honest, I'm not into this type of art. And why the fuck do you work here? Is anybody into this type of art?" And she explained to us how that one dude like turned a toilet upside down, and it was like the most shocking thing in the world. That's not fucking art. You just took a toilet and turned it upside down.
I've never hated something more in my entire
The
life.
greatest part about it is we went to one, hated it.
And we were like,
And
you know
then-
what? We got another one. There's another one on there.
We got free tickets to the other one, so we were like, "Fuck it, let's go."
I absolutely would have went to the second one.
I'm telling, dude, it was so fucking stupid, but that trip was so much fucking fun That's why I want like you guys to go to Massachusetts.
Dude,
again.
and that Pizza Hut after the concert hit.
Oh my god, yeah. Seeing them live was it, dude. I've never been so emotionally like happy. It was great.
I'm still a little salty that it was all acoustic before them. I'm kind of pissed off about it.
Well, they're not. Wage War is playing, and Straight from the Past.
Well,
and
they didn't play the show I went to, so.
I was.
Why you should go to this one.
Yeah, I was okay with that dude from Wage War doing acoustic shit because that Folsom Prison by Johnny Cash is probably one of my favorite acoustic covers I've ever heard in my life. Like, look it up on YouTube if you don't remember it. It was so good. He has such an amazing voice. But yeah, no, I'm excited to go to Massachusetts just to go see them.
I wish A Day to Remember would have played too. Mm-hmm. I mean, I get why they said no, but
Yeah.
I guess I respect it.
It was weird, though, to have them just play acoustic songs and then have them come out. I mean, it did, like, when they started and the lights went out, oh my god. It's a feeling I will never, ever forget.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to hear anything of what the opening dialogue was.
No,
like
no.
how they talked before they started playing
Everybody
Avalanche.
was
No,
screaming.
I still don't know what any of the lyrics were, or not lyrics, I guess, but what he said. I couldn't tell you one thing.
People were screaming so loud. Oh, it was great. Oh, well. You ready for the ASMR portion?
Yeah, I might have to take my headset off for that.
Well, let's go play with some music. That's what we're doing still, right?
Yep. Yeah, I brought my guitar.
Which one?
After a cigar.
I'm down for it, though.
Damn blue one.
The one with the Ibanez starter pickups?
No, that has Seymour Duncan's in it.
Damn
He
it.
took the pickups out of
Out of the Sin.
Sin.
It's been so long since I've seen one of them cans.
An import? I might have to go get
Dude,
one.
I love these.
I know.
Oh, they're so good.
I saw that and was like, damn, dude, that's what made me wake up. And I was like, I kind of want caffeine, like, really bad right now. Thanks, Dennis.
You know, when I got here, I looked at, like, because I have our text thread muted. Anytime I get put in a group chat, I just mute it. And, like, right when I was leaving work, I said, hey, like, I'm just going to run to the gas station. I'll be there. Like, do you guys want anything from the gas station? And then I get here and look at my phone, and I have a text from Dennis. Hey, I'm at the gas station. Do you guys want anything? What the fuck is that?
This motherfucker's
I
so
wasn't sure which gas station you were stopping at. Not all of them have these.
Did you go to Casey's?
No, the one across from Midland, the bank.
Oh, you mean the one I was at? How about that?
Alrighty, gentlemen. Well, thank you again for coming on, Jake. Thank you for supporting us and pushing us to do this. We owe you a great gratitude. You still owe me like $10,000. Don't think I forgot, bud. Really hoping
It's
for you
all
to
right.
make it
You
big.
owe me those World Series bets, so
Fuck off. They won.
Okay.
They won.
Oh yeah, they won eventually.
You know what? That's one thing we should talk about before we get off is betting. And how fucking stupid Dennis is when it comes to betting. How'd that fucking World Cup go, bud?
Want to put $100 on
Oh
Poland for the next one?
yikes! I'll put $100 right now.
I don't know if I can do it this year.
Right now.
This motherfucker.
What year is it? They don't play for not till next year, right?
What was it?
Poland scored on themselves.
Was it? When was the last time they played? Was it 2018?
Yep.
Yeah, so it would be next year.
You hyped the fuck out of that bet for 3 years.
To be fair, before
Bro, they scored like one goal in like 5 games.
Yeah, I know. When they got to the the group stage,
Technically 2, because they scored on themselves.
No, then that takes it away. They didn't score. They didn't score a single goal the whole time.
they did so bad when they got there, but everything leading up to that was phenomenal.
Well, guess what? Everything leading up to that doesn't matter.
I was so excited. I was like, this is gonna be awesome, and then they were pulling.
Weren't they in a hard ass group too? I think.
I don't remember.
All I remember is I won.
I don't even remember who won that World Cup.
Croatia.
No, they fucking didn't.
I think they did.
I'm like pretty... Look up who won the last World Cup.
There's no shot.
I'm pretty sure Croatia got really far. Because I remember Croatia knocked out all the Wilson shit.
I feel like it was like the Netherlands.
Oh, dude, he's so good at typing, man. He spelled them all correctly. Oh, it was France.
Oh yeah, the cock jerseys. There was one time I was playing FIFA online with Wilson, and the other team was playing France jerseys, and we can hear him, and he's like, "Get that fucking cock off your shirt!" It's so fucking stupid.
Need to get Wilson on here too. Keep talking about having him on here. I'm pretty sure I still owe him money for the computer. He never reminds me.
I feel like I don't remember France winning.
Yeah, me
Who won
neither.
the last one? Germany, then?
Yeah.
So that'd have been what, 2014? That was the one in Brazil.
I think next year they're doing Russia.
That's a weird atmosphere.
Was it Russia?
I think it's Russia.
Or is it
Can Russia
Was it like
even-
Dubai? I feel like it'd be too cold in Russia.
I feel like they would do it in Dubai. Can Russia even compete in national sports yet? Because all the doping shit?
They did. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Watch the documentary Icarus. It's insane. The whole Olympic team was doping except for like the figure skaters.
Oh, Qatar.
Is that Dubai?
Cater? Yeah, that's around there. Good old Cater. Alrighty, boys.
Okay.
Let's go do some music shit.
Okay.
Thank you for this stupid fucking podcast.
I actually don't know if I want to be associated with you after this.
Why?
I don't know. You said some.
Oh, here we go.
Diddler.
Diddle diddle.
That's where the line is
Diddly
drawn?
do, neighbor.
Honestly, that's probably like one of the least most offensive things that has ever come out of my mouth.
That you touched two children?
First of all, the words
You're
I
at
touch
about
children,
15 feet. You doubled it on that one.
the words I touch children never came out of my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I was just slightly defending pedophiles for a while there.
OJ didn't kill his wife.
Who?
Wasn't it OJ Simpson?
Yeah, the glove didn't fit. You have to acquit.
You're right.
Motherfucker,
Didn't
it
kill
was,
him.
he was innocent.
I never said it.
He was proven innocent. R. Kelly's
Yeah.
not a rapist either. Innocent.
Casey Anthony didn't kill her child either. How about that one? Yeah.
She's gonna have a really good Mother's Day.
Yeah. Kind of sucks. You could have gotten. You missed out on that 1400.
Did she end up going to jail, or she got let off? Didn't she?
She got let off.
Yeah. Oh,
You'll never. You know what? Never mind.
see, when you have a bunch of money, you can get away with murdering a child.
She doesn't have. She's a random woman that killed her. She's not famous.
But she had money,
She is
obviously.
now.
She had a good lawyer. I'm gonna have to look into that case now because I want to know how she got off. She like drowned him, didn't she?
I don't know what it. I don't know if they ever even found her kid's body.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Well, let's
Like
just
in a
remember it.
dumpster or some shit.
I don't
Like,
What the
it was
fuck was
something
that?
fucked up.
let's just make up random facts. What are you doing? Why are you being so weird about that fucking chocolate bar?
What?
You're like cracking it over here.
I'm. I'll kind of keep it away from the microphone. No, I just dropped it.
These are the most uncomfortable headphones I've ever worn.
I know. I heard
Easily.
the FedEx guy came mid-podcast too, just so you know. So the new headphones are sitting on my front porch. 3 feet from us.
How about that?
Thank you guys for coming out. Let's go smoke a cigar and write some.
Alrighty.
That works for me.
On that note.
Go on. Get.
Peace. Fucking kid dealers.
It's you,
Said
not
it,
me,
not
bro. That's you, not me.